Now, I'm not the Minnie Pearl from Grander Switch. I want y'all to know that. I'm from B.C., back of Calabogie. I'm Ferguson Farm's own Minnie Pearl. That there's me. I want to tell you a little bit about the farm. Now, one thing I do want to really talk to you about tonight is you all know what the honey bucket is, eh? Have you smelt the honey bucket? Well, I'm going to tell you about that honey bucket now. Harry's Uncle Eric invented that honey bucket. And the first time Harry and Eric hooked it up, it sucked so good, it just sucked the tank flat. Well, Eric did a little tinkering with it, eh? And now you can go for miles and miles around here and you won't find a finer sewer sucking system than what we've got here at the farm. You know that Roger and Joel, those two lads, you know, they pull funnies on Minnie all the time. And that Joel, he said, Minnie, you wouldn't be the right girl to send for a pail of water. I said, why not? He said, you don't even know the difference between the cow's tail and the pump handle. and then that Roger, he says, Minnie, he said, you're not country at all. I said, you look here, boy. I'm country. He said, I don't believe you, Minnie. I don't think you're country at all. He said, you know what, Minnie? Roger said, I don't think you know the difference between the cow and the bull. Well, I said, here in the farm, Roger, we put them out there in the field. They sort it all out for themselves. and you know, there's this lady lives down my road. Some of you might know her. Anyway, John and Glennis. Well, I just want to tell you a little something about Glennis. John and Glennis, when they went on their honeymoon, and in the honeymoon suite, John, he pulled off the big long johns and he threw them across the bed and he said, Glennis, put them on. She said, John, I can't fill your pants. They're too big for me. He said, you remember that, Glennis. I wear the pants in this family. Well, Glennis just got to thinking, eh? And all of a sudden, she wiggled out of her little silkies. She threw them across the bed, and she said, put these on. He said, Glennis, you know I can't get into your pants. She said, yes, and unless your attitude changes, that's the way it's going to be. You know, all that stuff about Roger and Joel, I made that all up, eh? I made that up out of my own head. I had enough wood left over to build a picket fence. I want to tell you about when I was a courting. When I was a courting, my daddy had this big old grandfather clock, and that old clock used to stand over in the corner, and it'd just go tick, tock, tick, tock. Why, I swore that old clock was saying, take your time. Take your time. Well, I wish I was a curtain today. They got them little fandangle clocks. Did you ever listen to them? They go, tick 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 tick. Just where them little clocks say, get together. Yeah, I like that.
That's awesome. Oh my God.
I got to tell you what happened to me.
I love my mother.
I was coming to the lake one day, and my grapes was blocking my vision. So I stopped there at Springtown at the bridge, you know, where the fishermen pull over there to fish. And I was adjusting my grapes. And this fella come up beside the car and he said, get out of the car, lady. Well, I got out of the car. He said, now you give me all your money. I said, I don't have no money. He said, I don't believe you. Well, he started looking for my money, and he looked all over. He went down and up. Oh, down. Oh, and up. Last he said, I guess you're telling the truth. I said, don't stop looking, boy. I'll write you a check. I had trouble sleeping, eh? this winter, past winter, and I went to the doctor and I said, I can't sleep. He said, Minnie, when you go to bed at night, start at your big toe and say, big toe, go to sleep. Ankle, go to sleep. Work your way up. Well, I went to bed. I said, big toe, go to sleep. Ankle, go to sleep. Knee, go to sleep. Hip, go to sleep. All of a sudden, my feller walked into the bedroom stark naked. I said, all right, girls, everybody up! I'm just going to sing a little bit of my song now, and then I'll let somebody else have the stage. There's an Indian waiting back there. The mosquitoes are really eating them. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Oh, I can't wait to look in the mirror. Oh, I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. Oh, I must be one hell of a girl.
Amen!
Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble when your Ferguson farms own many pearls.